and on Friday afternoon it was raining and there was a lot of really bad weather, and it was quite a sort of funny period because we were trying to get all the stuff over, and we went over to the parents' place, so we had to gather all the stuff from the apartment and bring it all through. And I said, look, if there's something we've forgotten, it's fine, it doesn't matter, we just don't need it, it's just not about that. And then she said, I forgot something. I said, well, it doesn't matter, and I'm driving. And I said, just out of interest, what did you forget? She said, the rings. I said, well, actually, hang on. Actually, that's important. But, no, Alexandra, she said, look, don't do a comedy speech. It's a very serious time. It's a wedding. There's all my uni friends. I don't want you to be, silly and make it, a comedy, stand-up comedy. And I said, well, now you tell me. So I've kind of written someone. So basically, she's spent a lot of time at university, and she studied for 15 years. Oh. So she'll start to understand some of my lectures. My mansplaining. And there was another one I was actually saying there was going to be 10 speakers today. That's going to go for an hour. And I said, so what are they going to talk about in the remaining minute? So I've tried to control myself not to speak too much because I didn't want to, as per your request, I did not want to say too much. But, Alexandra's very clever, and they said opposites attract. But in terms of it, I'm actually pretty clever too. I did a jigsaw puzzle the other day, and I did it in 10 days. And I was actually pretty stoked, because on the packet it said 6 to 8 years. She might not be able to understand my humour, but that's okay because she's got a lifetime to understand. But all seriousness aside, Alexandra is one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. I honestly, to God, I have never met anyone like Alexandra before. It's what I've been looking for a long time. Someone who's very supportive. Someone who goes with the flow in the sense of, if I say something quite ridiculous, she actually says, oh, that sounds quite a good idea. Why not? And anyway, there's a BBC show called, I think it's something like Eat More with Less or something like that. It's like one of these, these lifestyle shows. And I said to Alexandra, there's a producer coming over on Monday, and we're just going to talk about the show, and they're just going to come around, and basically they go through your kitchen and they check all the stuff, and then they try to fix up your kitchen a little bit. And I sort of sent it to Alexandra thinking, what the hell are you doing? This is crazy. And then she said, no, that's actually fine. 8 o'clock's fine. So she's kind of accepting to my spontaneity, and it was a big occasion. So I did actually know there was about a time where I knew that this was the right one, and I knew that Alexandra was the right one for me. And at that point in time, I, did start to plan a lot of things, and I wanted to surprise Alexandra, and she's very difficult to surprise. So what I did was I did a couple of different surprises, and anyway, I went to actually do the engagement one. And she said, well, is there a ring? Is there a proper engagement? I want to, have a proper engagement. I said, oh, what? People don't do that anymore. That's sort of fuddy-duddy stuff. And anyway, we went in a jet. We went in a Learjet it was a Falcon 900 from Sydney to Melbourne. And anyway, we booked it through, and I had to try to organise all these things, and I had to sort of do it. And we're sitting in the main section. There's 4 seats, and there's like a big amount of space, and there's a smaller amount of space. And I said, Alexandra, come on here. She's like, no, what are you doing? I was like, please come on here. There's a bit of space here. I think, Vika was onto it as well, and she knew what was going to happen. But anyway, I proposed to Alexandra then, and she said yes, which was very lucky because the engagement party would have been a bit awkward. It would have been a long flight home. But no, I'm very, very blessed to have Alexandra in my life, and I couldn't ask for anything more. So thank you very much, man.